All right, let's get real. MLM is an awesome opportunity to grow an asset, but what's with all these old school tactics still being taught? If you're like me, you want modern methods to scale and automate your business. Let's put the marketing back into network marketing and stop using hope as a business strategy. Welcome to Not Your Mom's MLM Radio. Hey, thanks for joining me on another episode of Not Your Mom's MLM radio show. All right, I'm not going to get all super dark and serious, but I do want to talk about the current events that are happening today. So it's not a coincidence that this podcast has been born at a time in history that's this chaotic. It actually makes perfect sense. And it's actually one of the reasons why I decided to launch this podcast now. Or those of you that know me might say, weren't you going to launch it about a month ago? And to that I say, shush. But yes, no, I have been meaning to launch this a while ago, a couple weeks back, a month ago. But I think things happen for a reason, and it's time to push play, and it's time to get it out there now. And this is actually, I feel, the perfect time to get this podcast out there and sharing this information with you guys. So today, what I want to talk about is COVID-19, otherwise known as the coronavirus. And this is going to be a short episode because, everyone's crazy right now, man. The world is it feels crazy. And I will admit that I was someone in the beginning of this that was thinking, it's, I was doubtful that it was going to be as serious because it was wishful thinking. And it is serious. And so first, let me just say this. If you've been affected by this, please just know that my well wishes, thoughts, prayers, they're with you. It's scary. It really is. And no one wants to make lightly of a pandemic, an epidemic type of situation. And I'm not going to do that. What I will do is tell you that when it comes to this podcast is all about automation, and it's about systems of duplication and leveraging systems online. That's the key word. Not in person. So in episode 1, you heard me go into detail about my background, who I am, and the old ways that I used to build my business, my marketing business, my network marketing business, and how I don't do those ways anymore. And given the state that we are all in right now at the time of this episode, if you have been building your business with belly-to-belly tactics, home parties, hotel meetings, meeting at coffee shops, you're in trouble. And I'm not saying that to upset you or make you even more anxious, but I am saying that we are in lockdown. We are in quarantine right now. So if that is you, don't freak out. Tune in to these episodes. Tune into this podcast, and you're going to, because at the time of this, I think we still have at least a couple weeks, if not a couple months, left before this this virus is gone, or at least behind us, and we can go back to living our normal lives. So stick around. But I'm doing this episode, and I wasn't going to, but I feel like it's important, and I do want to also be able to look back at it, and I want you guys to, again, like I said, we're going to go on this journey together. So just know that I have so many friends that are everybody's being affected by this. I have a friend who owns a restaurant / pub. And, he said he's going to be closed for good. There is a lot of friends of mine, both close connections and then, more people that I'm associated with or whatever. And their businesses are going to be shut down permanently, and they're not going to be able to come out of this. It breaks my heart. It is sad. It is really sad for lack of a better word. There are also people, the wealthiest people in the world, that understand that, now is actually a really good time for them. It's not a good time for anybody, but the richest people in the world, when, the economy was down, when the markets dropped, when recessions hit, they exploded. They did really, really well. In fact, two of my closest mentors, they're almost like my business mom and dad, They are Frank and Cindy. They experienced two big traumatic life events, similar to what we're going through right now. And there was the crash of '87 and the crash of 2008. And in both of those periods of time, their businesses went on to make millions. And I know some of you might be like scratching your head and going like, what? You can't see past like the next hour, and you can't wrap your brain around doing well when it seems like the world is filled with chaos and crisis and panic, and worry and all of that. And I get it. Just know that um, it doesn't have to be you completely. So while I said that everybody is being affected by this, which is true, I also have to say that not everybody though is affected as much as others. And I think we can all understand and agree with that. My businesses are one of those. That's an example for you. Okay. If you have, and most of you on tuning into this podcast already are in or have a business in the network marketing or multi-level marketing space. So whether or not you've grasped how amazing of a time this can be for you to build your business, and I say that sensitively, it really, really can be. What is everybody doing right now? Everybody is at home. They're stuck. They are in quarantine. They're in solitude. They have their internet. They have their phone. They have their computer. So they're surfing the web a whole lot. Whether that's Googling children's activities to do at home from like the crazy mom life, like, oh my gosh. But they also have lots and lots and lots of downtime. So they're on social media and they're looking and they're worrying. How am I going to supplement? My husband's out of work. I'm out of work. What am I going to do to put food on the table for my kids? Oh my gosh, am I going to come out of this? This is an amazing opportunity. Do you hear me? Listen to what I'm saying. Please just know that you can be a beacon of hope for these people. You should be, okay? It is actually selfish of you to not be making sure that you know how to market your services, your goods to these people that are actively seeking for a solution to an awful time right now in their life. Now, I know that technically we are not there yet in the process of these episodes. We haven't gone through identifying a lot of the steps before building this offer. So what I can tell you right now is I will do my best to publish a whole lot of content in the next weeks to come so that I can help you, especially during this time in our history in the world right now, that I can help you with getting your messaging, your brand, your offers out there, so that it can be a really, really lucrative time for you. Even after, if you're watching this and it's a year from now or whenever, and this awful pandemic is behind us, I want you to remember that anytime anything like this happens in the world or wherever you're at in the world, whether it's a global crisis, an economic crisis, whether it's just job loss in general, you're still going to take this message still applies. So just wanted to say to you that if you are hesitant right now to talk, share, get in front of people, during a time like this, just don't, because I believe it is your social and moral responsibility. At least this is how I feel personally. I know when people are suffering, I want to give them hope. I know that I have something that is not affected by what's happening in this world right here, right now. But almost all these other traditional businesses, they are. So if I can provide financial support to help supplement someone's family income, and if I can teach them better ways to do this online using online strategies, then I'm going to do it. And I really want to encourage you to think and do that the same. So that was my quick little message for you today. And most importantly, family first always. Stay safe, stay healthy, be smart, make smart decisions and smart choices. And let's all, hope that this situation is behind us sooner than later. But since we have no control over that and we do not know how long this will go on for, use your intelligence, use your gifts and talents, make people smile and laugh and be a beacon of hope. And you can do that in a lot of different ways. And one of those ways, of course, is sharing the opportunity that you have that is a work from home, lucrative wealth creation vehicle that a lot of people need right now.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Would you like a copy of the book that changed everything in my network marketing business? If so, you can grab a free copy of Network Marketing Secrets at notyourmomsmlm.com/book.